Welcome to the next devlog of my drill mining game, GeoDepths. In this video you'll see how I added the concept of research to the game, to add a sense of progression to guide and reward players. Let's get into it. So one of the first things that I did since the last devlog was to look at all the old terminals and think about how I could improve them. Now with a lot of researching and some mighty help from Reddit, this is what I came up with, and in my opinion is way better. I definitely think the major change of inverting the colours, basically turning it from light mode to dark mode, really helps. And making it look like a real screen with windows and titles, but also making it look techie, sci-fi and futuristic. Now I made this change for all the terminals that are in the game, both in the drill and in the hub. And to go along with this, I also improved the holograms. I found a real nice shader on the asset store to help me out, and I applied it to all the holograms that I have. I even made the drill upgrade hologram highlight the currently selected part of the drill that is to be upgraded. Now, with all the screens and holograms looking way better, it was time to move on to adding research. So I added this research terminal with a resource scanner on the side. So the miscellaneous ores that you pick up in the drill will be unidentified at first. Once you mine them and transfer them into the hub, you can then scan them. Each one you scan will unlock research points, as well as unlocking research items. Starting with the first research item, hub construction. This will unlock the first tier of base building. Other research items include unlocking drill upgrading and decorations for the hub, as well as many other things, both implemented and planned. I also made it so that when you scan objects in caves, you also gain research points. This provides another level of motivation to explore the caves. Now so far I haven't added any music to the game, other than what's in the music player, so I recruited a composer to create a couple tracks for me, my favourite being this mysterious track that I've added to the main menu. Now since the demo has been out, I've received a lot of feedback from players. A big thank you to all of those that have done so. It really helps to get an outsider opinion on the game. As being the developer of it, I obviously have biased opinions on it. So many of the feedback items I addressed, such as adding autosave, a continue button to the main menu, and a mouse sensitivity slider to the settings. Another consistent item of feedback was how the refinery worked. Many people would struggle to figure out how to actually use the refinery, not seeing the small little lever that's on the left here. So in response to this feedback, I just got rid of the lever entirely. I reworked the screen for the refinery and made it so that you start the refinery from the screen. One last thing I added was this hub master controls terminal. Now the idea is that from this terminal, you're able to control many different things throughout the hub. But the main thing I added this for was for the terminal theming. Now when I improved all the terminals, I wasn't too sure about the colouring. So when creating the new terminal screens, I made it so that I could globally change the colours of all the different elements, such as the text, icon, and background colours. So using this system, I created several themes and made it so that the hub master controls could switch between them. So if you don't like the default blue, you can switch to green, or even red. I've even included light mode themes that are more reminiscent of how the screens were before. So that wraps it up for this devlog, and as a reminder, the game is on Steam with a demo available. And it would be very helpful if you could wishlist the game. This will both notify you of when the game is released, but also help others discover the game when it does. I've created a Discord server. It's not that active at the moment, but feel free to join up and send me any feedback or critique you have. Now that's all from me, and I'll see you next time.